What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is a legendary Fountain Titan, and for the longest time, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel, what path I want to go down. As you know, we've played many games. From Halo, from like literally the entire Halo franchise, to God of War, to you know Conan, 7 Days, uh, Arc even for the live streams, predecessor, Paragon, Fault. The list goes on and on and on. Um, so I, for the longest time, I know what I've been doing wrong with the channel, and that was I know for a fact that I have a very split audience, um, like with viewers and stuff, and it's really hard for anyone to be invested or interested in my channel because of that. Um, because I have survival and RTS, and for the longest time, it's been a long time coming. I've been really thinking about which path to go down because I did want to narrow it down. And in this video, this will be a one of the final updates I do for a long time, as this update kind of narrows the channel's path once and for all. And I decided that I'm going to be, as you can see in this clip, Conan. I decided survival games just have so much more to offer for me. I love survival games. As I stated, I do like RTS. I do like have some of the most fun when I'm playing them. But as time progressed, I've realized that the main thing that makes RTS games fun for me is with other friends as well. And that is not entirely reliable unless you are going with another RTS content creator. You can't. You have to kind of, unless you know someone that is going to actually like go with you in the journey for the long haul. Like it's not like a reliable thing you can do. Um, so because of that, and to be honest, even if I did have someone like that, there isn't that many RTS games that I could really make too many videos on. Uh, I had a few ideas for like Supreme Commander, but like that wouldn't last too long. Um, so I think to narrow it down, yes, it's going to be Conan, but the channel as a whole will be getting a revamp. Uh, you, for those that did enjoy I mean, it's been a long time since I've ever played a FPS, first person shooters. But this channel from here on out will not be offering anything with FPS and will no longer be offering anything with RTS. Maybe far in the future that might like the RTS genre might come back into it. Uh, but I I doubt it, to be honest. Um, I want to make a full-on survival craft type of. There is a few exceptions I can go with games like that include like certain classes, like Diablo, for instance. Like I could try games like that since it is kinda, there is like a looter kind of aspect to it, I suppose. It's not exactly, but I can make some exceptions later down the road. But as of right now, the channel is going to be fully dedicated to one game, and maybe two, but for now, I'm just going to be doing one. I say two because I kind of want to do Conan and Arc, but I kind of want to focus on Conan because I actually did buy a server, and I'm going to be using that for now. I'm going to be fully dedicated to Conan because I really do love Conan, and I've been spending like the last few days just trying to gear my server for the best experience possible. Um, And since I'm an admin of my server, I I plan to have like a bunch of events. I I bought a server because in the off chance that there might be like some friends that would want to join sometimes, maybe I can have them join in once in a while, but or maybe even if a viewer, because I do plan on doing a lot of creative things with with the server. I have a lot of big plans once I actually get, because there's a lot of things you can do with the admin panel where you can like customize certain resources, spawn NPCs, activate traders and stuff like that. So like I am going to be utilizing a lot of that, but I am going to be still playing it like a player and actually earning that type of stuff. Like actually like not just granting myself everything in the game, but rather actually earning it like a normal player would have to, sort of deal. But you know, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be making a regular server, like a it's gonna be like a server, like a what I mean by regular. It's like base game Conan. I'm gonna have a base game Conan server, but I am gonna be amping up like for the base game Conan. I will be amping up like um the resources, like harvesting XP. I don't plan on being on the base version of it much. I plan the base version. I'm only utilizing it as a new player friendly type of guide for new players to Conan. Um, I'll be using it for basically just that. Um, for like certain resources you gotta find, uh, tier list videos, and you know, just fundamental basics that new players may not get, you know, understand right away, sort of deal. That's kind of what my base game server's for, is to help out new players through their first experience of the game. As a lot of tutorial videos and a lot of, I mean, Conan videos in general really are pretty rare. Not rare, but like they're just outdated because a lot has changed in Conan in the past like few years, and most videos I see that when I need to ask a question are either outdated or uh they're like a complete different, yeah, just outdated basically. That's just, I was gonna say a different branch of the game, but yeah, it's basically the same thing, outdated. Um yeah, a lot of them are outdated, and a lot of the systems from the vanilla days are just gone. So this would be like a chance for new players to be able to like uh, for me to be able to teach them, sort of deal. But my main server is what I'll be playing on. Well, most of the time, as it's the main uh the server I paid for anyway. Um, and that's what's gonna be going down. Conan is gonna. I've been thinking about it for a long time. It's not like a haha. It's like I'm just kidding sort of deal. Like, not that I ever intended to joke about what I was doing with the channel, but I know back then I try to do like I try to stay dedicated to like God of War, Predecessor, Halo Wars. Eh, But this is the game. This is the game. Like, because those other games, God of War, is more like a single player type of deal. I mean, it is a single player game, but it's like a single walkthrough. Basically, you after one walkthrough, you basically cover like everything in the game, right? Um, in Halo Wars, there's only so much you can do with like modding. There's not many mods for it. It's an outdated game, of course, and not. It's a very niche like community, you know. Uh, so that's kind of the reason why I am going down this path instead with Conan because I just, like I said, survival games are just simply have a lot more to offer, to be honest, than RTS and than vast majority of the games I've been playing on the channel. And the fact that this game has mods, I mean, there's so much you can do. So much I could cover through mods, so many things I could cover through just the base game. I'm also going to be joining an RP server. I'm trying to actually join that now. So you're going to have three different servers that I'm going to be on. Uh, the first one is, like I said, the base game where I do like tutorials and stuff. The second one would be like my actual playthroughs and, establishing a server as a whole. And then the third one is where I join a RP server. I'm not too big on uh I'm not too big on like RP per se. Like I was back in the day. Like I was a huge RPer, but and I still like RPs. I still like the idea of it, right? I just know some people take it like really seriously, sort of deal, which is not a bad thing. It's just that wasn't really how I did it, I guess. It's just it's kind of it makes me uncomfortable doing those type of RPs because like I do like to joke around every once in a while, but yeah, it's just like those like the servers where you can't really do that too much. Um, so yeah, it is kind of hard for me to get into, but the like I said, I do like doing RPs, but the main reason I'm actually doing it is because back to like the custom server thing. Uh, like I was saying earlier, where I don't think many of my friends would even join the server to begin with, sort of deal. So the RP server kind of acts like a way for me to socialize on the game. Um, while of course it's not on my server, it's just on another server. It at least gives me a break from my server because while I do love the game, I really love Conan. Like it is my favorite game, I would say. I think Conan. I know for a fact Conan's like my top three. I don't know. I can't really say for sure what my favorite game is, but I know Conan's like my one of my tops. Like it's I can play it for hours. I have 1,000 hours of the game, and I could easily put in 1,000 more, if not 10,000. To be honest, I it's such a good game, um, especially with mods. So, but yeah, but the RP thing, like I said, I doubt many people would be joining my server. So the RP, I'm mainly doing the RP for like socializing because I want to I want to take this channel a little bit more seriously as I've just been lacking in videos. Um, but I also want to try to not just spam them out like I was before. Um, I think I'm gonna be done with streams for a while as the streams were kind of it was just kind of useless because there'd be like two people that would watch the streams, and there's no point in doing that uh for 8 hours. Like you could be making like within 8 hours, because that's what some of my streams are like 8 hours long. Within 8 hours, you can easily upload like 10 videos. Well, not 10, but with quality anyway. But like, or I mean, even shorts. Like you can make like 10 shorts in that span of time. Uh, you can make a one good video in that span of time. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be doing a lot more shorts with Conan. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with shorts on the game, but I'll my wacky brain will think of something. Anything I find in my journey, because I'm sure I'll find some like crazy weird bugs. Uh, if I don't restart a server at times, it might just do some crazy stuff. I don't know. But this is official. I will be after this video. I actually will be revamping the channel. Uh, and yeah, that we're just gonna go from there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey we had with all the other games, like Halo, Paragon. I already said my farewell to that game. Um, but just all the games in general. But Conan slash Survival is where it's gonna be at for now on. Like I said, Conan's gonna be my primary focus, and I hope you guys are willing to give me the benefit of the doubt and stay with me on this journey as we go and fully dedicate to one of my favorite games. So that's all for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.